Hello and welcome back, explorers. So I'm in familiar surroundings again today. Come up to Whitelee Windfarm once again, this time starting from the visitor centre itself to do the Lochgoin Circuit. I'm Douglas and this is the Highland Hikers. So it's good to see you all again today. Having to stay local again, can't really go particularly far these days. So yeah, up at Whitelee again. You may remember me doing the Course Hill video a few weeks ago. So coming up to do something slightly different. I was up yesterday to do a run for New Year's Day, and the conditions were absolutely lovely up here, so I thought it was a good idea to come back up and do a wee hike whilst it was still lovely and white out here. Although the conditions are a bit treacherous underfoot, it's very icy around the wind farm, so I've got my yak tracks on my boots, so hopefully I shouldn't fall over. Today's walk, as I say, is the Lochgoin Circuit, which is around about 13 kilometres and does a circuit a lot around the Lochgoin reservoir, so it should be quite nice. I've come a bit later in the day to hopefully get some nice shots at sunset, so I'm going to get on with the walk now because it's pretty cold. Well, as you can hopefully see so far, the route itself is very well signposted, so you shouldn't really get lost when you're out here, at least not to begin with. I'm obviously quite early on in the walk at the moment, so I'll see how well the signs do as we progress around. So just after the 2 kilometre point of the walk, there is a slight detour where you can head up to Blackwood Hill. It's a short out and back. I think the signpost said 450 metres each way, but it's quite a nice viewpoint at the top, so definitely worth heading up there, and you can get some nice views over the wind farm. Well, that is me arrived at the summit of Blackwood Hill. Now we've got some nice views out to Glasgow and the Highlands behind me just now, and there's a wee kind of viewpoint pillar here that shows you what you can see in the 360 degrees around the hill. If I spin round, you can see the sun is now setting behind me. Still got a wee bit to go until sunset, so I'm going to press on a bit and then maybe put the drone up when it's starting to get a bit darker. Can't really see Lochgoin just now because I think the sunset's obscuring it, but it's back that way, which is where I'm going to head to just now. So I'm thinking I may actually have to cut my walk short. I'd originally planned to do the whole Lochgoin Circuit. I've got round to Blackwood Hill, I went up there, came back down, and then the sun was starting to set, so I've been faffing about flying the drone and taking some pictures. And I think it may be sensible to return back to the visitor centre at this point. I've still got really about another 9 to 10 kilometres to go to complete the full circuit. which is, you know, that could take me perhaps up to 2 hours depending on what the underfoot conditions are like, and I probably don't want to be out in the dark for that length of time. So I think, yeah, sensible decision is to cut the walk a bit short, but hopefully I've given you a flavour of it so far, and perhaps I'll come back another day and do the full thing. So yeah, basically this is an out and back up to Blackwood Hill. So I'm going to turn round and I'm going to head back to the visitor centre now. So see you in a bit. You know, I think the Windfarm's a really great place to come up and visit. I think, as I mentioned in the last video, something like 130 kilometres worth of tracks and trails to explore. We've got some nice viewpoints up some of the hills around here. There's the mountain bike kind of park as well. The only downside, if you could call it that, is everyone else also thinks it's a great place to come to. So even though I arrived here kind of later in the day, around 2:30, 3 o'clock, I thought maybe people will be heading home, you know, it's getting dark and it's winter, but car park was absolutely crazy. It was like dodging was trying to get in, and pot luck if you were going to get a space to park or not, if someone just happened to leave as you were arriving. When I came up yesterday from a run, got here about 8:30, and there was plenty of spaces at that time, but by the time I finished around about 10 o'clock, it was really starting to get busy by that point, and the car park was filling up. So yeah, it's a funny one, you know. It's a nice place to come, but yeah, it doesn't seem that it can quite handle the amount of people that want to come here, and there's no public transport to it either, so that's why the car park gets so busy. So, you know, hopefully they can sort something out, maybe expand the car park a wee bit, or put some buses on or something like that. But yeah, it's a great place to come and explore and have a nice wee day out. You can do short walks, you can do medium walks, you can do long walks, you can bring your bike, pretty much do whatever you want. Well, that's me back at the car now. Walk is over. Fairly short one, as I said. It was only about an hour and a half and 6 kilometres, so nice and short, really easy one to do. As I say, you know, you can bring your kids up for this sort of walk. Most of Whitelee suitable for that sort of stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed this, what is presumably going to be quite a short video, and we will see you in the next one, wherever that happens to be. Goodbye.